Good morning, students. In the last class, we had discussed about the evaluation test for the hard gelatin capsules. So, we had discussed a content uniformity, weight variation test and in vitro testing, in which we had discussed about disintegration and dissolution. So, he had mentioned about solubility also. So, we will just discuss what special techniques he has done to alter what special techniques are available to alter the solubility of hard gelatin capsule. So, coming to these special techniques. So, special treatment, special purpose capsules are the capsules in which a special treatment is given to them to retard their solubility. So, to retard the solubility in some manner, they are treated in some way. So, this may be done in an attempt to delay the absorption of active ingredient. So, why you are altering the solubility? To delay the absorption or to provide the enteric properties. However, the GSA is nothing but a General Service Administration. Okay, so General Service Administration, it has given some solubility limits for empty capsules as follows. So the General Service Administration has given the solubility limits, which includes like if it is water resistance, if they are said to be water resistance, means fails to dissolve in water at 20 to 30 degrees centigrade for 15 minutes. If the capsules doesn't dissolve at 20 to 30 degrees centigrade for 15 minutes, then it is said to be water resistance. That means it is not allowing the water to dissolve. So that is said to be water resistance for an empty capsule. Acid solubility is nothing but dissolves in less than 5 minutes when you keep it in 0.5% aqueous hydrochloride solution at 36 to 38 degrees centigrade. So water resistance and acid solubility is defined by the General Service Administration in this way. Okay, then formalin treatment. Okay, formalin treatment is nothing but one more treatment in which you will retard the solubility. So formalin treatment has been employed to modify the solubility of gelatin capsules. Exposure to formalin vapors or treatment with aqueous formalin, it will result in an unpredictable decrease in solubility of the gelatin film. So whenever you are exposing to formalin vapors or exposure to formalin vapors or treatment with aqueous formalin, it is resulting in an unpredictable decrease in the solubility of gelatin film. So this we had already discussed. Why the solubility decreases? This is due to the phenomenon which is known as cross linkage. So cross linkage occurs between gelatin and aldehyde molecule. I told you, right? So here treating a formalin. So whenever you are treating with formalin, there is decrease in solubility owing to the cross linkage of gelatin. So gelatin cross linkages with your formalin and then thus the solubility decreases. So it is difficult to control the degree of insolubilization or indeed to prevent their complete insolubility. Okay, so this is with your special techniques. So with this we have finished your hard gelatin capsules. So then we will start with your soft gelatin capsule. So what are for soft gelatin capsule? We already know what is the difference between a hard gelatin capsule. Hard gelatin capsule contains separate cap and body. So in the body portion, first you will fill the material whether it is solid, liquid, and then you will seal the cap. But whereas a soft gelatin capsule, it is a hermetically sealed one-piece capsule shell. It is a one-piece capsule shell which is sealed and which is used to dispense a variety of liquids as well as solids. Used to dispense a variety of liquids and solids. You can also tell it as soft elastic capsule is a soft globular gelatin shell. It is a soft globular gelatin shell but somewhat thicker than that of your hard gelatin capsule. And here also gelatin is plasticized by the addition of plasticizers such as glycerin and sorbitol. So here also you use plasticizers such as glycerin and sorbitol. Okay, so capsules are solid dosage forms containing liquid medication. So this soft capsules, they majorly consist of liquids. So when they contain liquid as the dosage form, what are the advantages? We will discuss. Okay, so first they permit the liquid medications to become easily portable. So that means because they are sealed, they contain inside the liquid dosage forms, they are easily portable, means you can carry it anywhere in your handbag to any place. So they are very easily portable. Next advantage is accuracy and uniformity of dosage. Accuracy and uniformity of dosage from capsule to capsule and from batch to batch are maintained. These are very predominant advantages. What are the predominant advantages? Accuracy and uniformity of dosage, they become predominant advantages because they have maintaining the uniformity of dosage from capsule to capsule and also from batch to batch. Then also the pharmaceutical availability and the physiologic availability. The pharmaceutical availability and the physiological availability of drugs is improved. So first let us see how pharmaceutical availability is decreased. So pharmaceutical availability, you will measure it in terms of disintegration time or dissolution time. So whenever you are measuring the disintegration time and dissolution rate for this kind of dosage form, it's showing improved rate. So you can say that the pharmaceutical availability gets increased. The pharmaceutical availability of drugs formulated for this dosage form as measured by disintegration time or dissolution rate, it shows advantage over other solid dosage formulations. Next, the physiologic availability. The physiologic availability of drugs is also improved. The physiological availability of drugs is improved because they contain the drug in liquid form. Okay, so I have told you, because drug for absorption, when it is in liquid form, it can be better absorbed compared to a solid form, right? Whether it is in suspension or solution form, it doesn't matter, but a liquid is absorbed better than a solid. So that is why the physiological availability of drugs is improved, because they contain the drug in liquid form, whether in solution or in suspension form. The next advantage will be a better tamper evidence. Better tampering means what? You are breaking it. So tampering, it will lead to breakage, visible leakage and puncturing. So but whenever you are tampering it, here it is providing better evidence that it is leak proof. Okay, so better tamper evidence. There is a better tamper evidence. Next, safer handling of highly potent and cytotoxic compounds, because they are sealed, so you can protect the potent drugs or cytotoxic compounds inside your soft gelatin capsules. Okay, so these are your advantages. And coming to the pharmaceutical applications of your soft gelatin capsules. Okay, so because of the special properties and advantages, soft gelatin capsules, they are used in a wide variety of industries. They are used in pharmaceutical industry. Okay, and billions of capsules are made each year in many shapes and sizes. So what are their applications? As an oral dosage form of ethical or proprietary products. As an oral dosage form of ethical means what? Traditional, right? Ethical or proprietary. Ethical or proprietary products for human and veterinary use. So apart from human use, they can also be used for animals. Then as a suppository dosage form for rectal use or vaginal use. So apart from you can also use for rectal and vaginal use. So as a suppository dosage form for rectal use or vaginal use. Rectal dosage forms are becoming more acceptable because they can be used for pediatric and geriatric purpose. Vaginal use is confined to applications that require the medication to be inserted at bedtime. So vaginal applications are those which should be used mostly at bedtime because of the action of the sphincter muscle. Because of the action of sphincter muscle, vaginal use is restricted to bedtime. Next, pharmaceutical application as a specialty package in tube form. Okay, so as a specialty package in tube form for human and veterinary single dose application. That means they can be given in tube form also for veterinary and human single dose application. That means you can use it for a single time, this each capsule, and those applications can be for your topical, ophthalmic and otic preparation. So topical is nothing but on your skin surface, eyes, and for ear preparations. And your otic is nothing but your ear preparation. So as a specialty package in tube form for your human and veterinary single dose application as topical, ophthalmic and otic preparations. Next, in the cosmetic industry, these capsules may be used as a specialty package for perfumes, breath fresheners, bath oils, suntan oils and various skin creams. So they can be used in cosmetic industry, and they can be formulated as they can be used for various purposes such as a breath freshener, perfumes, bath oil, suntans, and various skin creams. Okay, so these are the pharmaceutical applications of a soft gelatin capsules. Okay, in the next class we will discuss about what are the various sizes of a soft gelatin capsule. That is also very important question. Similar to a hard gelatin capsule, a soft gelatin capsule are also available in various sizes. And then we will discuss about base adsorption, and then we will start with the manufacturing of soft gelatin capsules, and then the quality control test. With this the capsules unit will be done, and please refer this from Latchman, and in case of any doubts let me know. Thank you.